Hey everybody, this is Mark aka Quayz. Welcome to another Coastin With Quayz analysis video. In today's video, I'm going to be analyzing the Wrath of Rakshasa POV video. If you don't know already, this is the new B&M dive coaster that's going to open in 2025 at Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Great America released the announcement video with some statistics and off-ride footage in 2024, but it wasn't until recently that they released the POV. So today we're going to take a look at that and really just kind of analyze every part of this ride. And with that, let's not waste any time. So right out of the station, the train will take a right-hand turn and begin climbing up the lift hill. Wrath of Rakshasa's lift hill is 180 feet tall and the drop is 171 feet. So it's 20 feet taller than Iron Menace at Dorney Park, which opened in 2024. The angle of descent on Wrath of Rakshasa is 96 degrees. So Iron Menace was 95. This is 1 degree steeper. So this is going to be an awesome first drop. The train will hold at the top for a moment and then dive down and right into the first element, which is an Immelman. This is standard for B&M dive coasters. Every B&M dive coaster has an Immelman as the first inversion. Right after the Immelman, you enter into a dive loop, and I think some people are thinking that this dive loop moment is an interesting element to go to right after an Immelman, but I actually think it looks great. You dive down and then turn a little bit to the right, so the ride's going to change direction at that point. The third inversion is essentially a 0G roll, but then it continues to rotate to the left into a downward helix. And I think that this might be my favorite inversion on the ride. I love that this is going to keep twisting. It's going to keep that momentum going, especially in the midpoint of the ride where typically dive coasters start to slow down. Finally, you have the last two inversions, which together form what's called a demonic knot. It is a rightward rotating corkscrew, a left-hand turn, and then a leftward rotating barrel roll that goes right underneath the corkscrew. This is a super unique double inversion. In fact, I think there's only one other coaster in the world that has anything like this, and that's in Hind Park in Germany. But that double inversion has an inclined dive loop and then an inclined Immelman, so it's a little bit different than this. Both are by B&M, so it should be interesting. This final inversion leads into the end of the ride, which is an upward left-hand turn that then transitions into a right-hand long turn. This could be a great moment on the ride. When you get to the top of that left-hand turn as you transition to the right, you should get some laterals and a pop of airtime right before popping up into that final brake run. And that is it. That is the entirety of Wrath of Rakshasa. I think that this looks really awesome for a B&M dive coaster. I love that it does not have a mid-course brake run. I love that it features 5 inversions. I love that the last 2 inversions are very unique. This is really going to stand apart from other B&M dive coasters, and I think the pacing on this looks awesome. My biggest question for this ride that remains uncertain is this going to be smooth? Some of the newer B&Ms like Iron Menace are a little bit rougher, and I think that's because the track is actually a little bit smaller than some older dive coasters like Griffon or Valraven. This looks like it has that smaller track, so I'm interested to see if this is smooth or if it's a little rougher like the end of Iron Menace, but only time will tell. I'm super excited to get on this ride this summer. Let me know what you think of Wrath of Rakshasa in the comments. Is this going to be the best B&M dive? Is it going to be mediocre? There's only one way to find out, and that's to get on it this year at Six Flags Great America. So let me know what you think, and until next time, keep on coasting.